They want to do some things, right? They want to change direction, whatever. But then I'll see them sabotage it in some way. Um, have you seen that, or have you been, has that happened to you, or do you think that, have you just kind of blown right through that?
I know to some extent, um, I have engaged in self-sabotage, right? I think
Mm.
we all do.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Um,
Yeah.
and because we're all subject to a certain amount of fear, right? We're afraid of certain things. And when we don't move forward, even though we know it would be a good idea for us to take this next step or to make this transition or to make a decision, whatever it may be, it
Mm.
can be very hard to do simply because we're afraid of what may come,
Right.
right? Afraid of the downsides. I've never experienced that more than I have in the last few years.
Sure.
So, like when I went to take my contractor license test, I kept putting it off because I didn't want to fail, right?
But you
Like
got to have it.
I'm going to pass it the first time. I'm going to be that guy. Well, I did, but what if I didn't? It's not a big deal, you
Yeah.
know?
Take it again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've had times of uncertainty, whether it was, moving across the country or changing careers or, changing things up. Like, how do you, I mean, you've been at it a while now. How do you manage that uncertainty today? Because sometimes it's always back there chirping at you, right? Well, what are your coping strategies for when you uh, start to feel that self-doubt creep in?
Yeah. So, I guess my primary way of doing that is prayer. So I'm a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
and at those times when I find myself unable to do something or decide something or engage in any sort of thing that I know is going to be good and beneficial to me, uh, I am reminded that you're right. You probably can't do this on your own. You're going to need some help,
Mm.
and it's in those moments that I know that the Lord will sort of help me, not so much make the right decision, right, or solve all my problems. It's not about solving the problems, but knowing that regardless of what happens, that I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
That regardless of what happens, that God has a plan for my life, and that if I just stay true to that and faithful, then it's going to work out. And I don't need to know exactly what's going to happen. I don't need all the answers. I
Right.
just need to trust and just take the next step. The proverbial leap of faith in the Last Crusade, right?
Right.
I think we all have those moments. We all are tested to take that leap of faith
Yeah.
and make the move.